Today's video is going to be on replacing this doorknob on my shop door. I replaced the deadbolt when I moved in a year and a half ago, and yesterday evening when I was leaving, the striker on this one was sticking out and would go back in, so it actually broke off. And this is a Schlage, I think that's how you pronounce it, Schlage doorknob as well, so I went ahead and bought another one here. They're more money than Kwikset. This is $32 at Lowe's. Kwikset was half that price. But in order to use the same key as my deadbolt without having to make 5 additional keys at $2.98 a piece. My Lord, stuff has gone up since inflation. So I decided to just go ahead and spend extra money on the Schlage and keep the same keys I got. So, okay, I'm going to be back in a second when I take this off. Okay, ran into a little problem situation I didn't realize, never really paid attention to it. Evidently this must be a commercial door knob, because the Schlage I bought, like most everyone I've ever seen, has got the 2 screw holes right there on the inside of the door. You just unscrew it. Well, if you notice, this one doesn't. Apologize for the lighting. I don't have any professional equipment here, and I've got wind noise from these fans and interstate noise from the traffic. I apologize for all that, but doing the best I can with the noise levels and the lighting. So anyway, I got looking around here and I noticed a little gap right here, and then I noticed down here there's a little pin right there. So I haven't Googled it or anything, and so what I did, I push this pin. I can't do it with one hand. I've already tested it, but I push this with a screwdriver and then come over here and pop that off. And then I'll be back in a second to show you how to actually get the knob off. Okay, I've released the pin at the bottom and kind of got my screwdriver in there. I don't want to pop it all the way off, but if you see here, there's a pin hole, and this came with my new lock, by the way. You can use anything really. Pin hole there, and when you push on that, I cannot do it with one hand, but as soon as you push on there, the knob slides off. Be back in a sec. Okay, I push that pin in with that little gadget that came with my new one, and you can see it. You have to kind of fiddle with it a little bit, kind of fiddle with that little pin pusher there, and this comes off, and voila, there's our 2 screws. Man, this lighting is terrible. Okay, a little better. There's our 2 screws. I'll take those off. And as you can see, I'm using a Phillips head screwdriver, and just remove these 2 screws here. I've already unloosened them a little bit. There's that little pin mechanism that you push to release the cover off. Yeah, you can tell this is a commercial knob too by looking at the screws that actually goes through the door into the other side of the knob. Right. This is the old screws. It's so dark in here, sorry. Alright. Old screws and the new one, shorter. So the new one's obviously residential. And we're going to just basically pull that away. There she is. Okay, getting ready to put the new doorknob in. Obviously you want to separate them. This is going to be the part for the outside. And essentially we're going to put that on the outside, and you want this part of the striker to be facing the front. That way when you shut the door, it slides in and pops in like that, comes back out, and goes into the striker plate hole. So this is just going to go like that, but we're going to put the knob through the door like this. We're going to go back in, put the striker, and then we're going to just fit it like that. Give it a little push with your finger. All right. You'll see the two holes. There they are right there, top and bottom. That's what we'll be putting the new screws in. And if you see here and there, got this slat in it. We're going to put that where the screws are, the female end of the screw holes. And again, you have to kind of find the sweet spot. Kind of turn it a little bit and find the sweet spot where it goes in. Put your screws in. Make sure you use the one that came with a lock. Like I was saying earlier, that the one that came out of the old doorknob must be commercial, because they definitely are bigger, thicker, and longer. Phillips head screwdriver. I'll tighten that up, be back in a second. The finished product, I'm installing the doorknob on my shop steel door. This is the deadbolt I already had installed. This is Sledge too. Also, this is a Sledge, the name brand. Twice as much as the Kwikset. Evidently it's not the commercial grade one, as you see in the earlier part of the video. Completely different setting on the back. I had to use some real thick self-tapping metal screws right there, and they got heads on them, which you're supposed to use as flat heads. I don't have any flat. I don't even know if they even make them, but flat head self-tapping there I had to use. And again, if you put this in a residential door, you'll just be using the wood screws they gave you. We'll test it out and see how it opens up with the key. And got it keyed the same way as my deadbolt. So we'll lock that, and we'll come out here, go under my chain here. Alright. We'll unlock the deadbolt, which I already know. The key fits it good. And then we'll come down here. It's gonna be nice just having one key now instead of two different flavors. And there she is. So, alright, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I do a lot of how-to videos, even though I might not be an expert at it, but I do the best I can, and I've done a lot in my shop here. Have a great day.